489 cyclists were killed or seriously injured on London's roads last year. While it represented a 27% reduction on the previous year, the campaign to reduce the awful toll grows in its intensity. MPA was quick to recognise the need for action and launched its own widely praised Cycle Safe campaign 3 years ago. In 2012, it published its own Vulnerable Road User Safety Policy. The association continues to lead the way, notably in the adoption of Transport for London's Construction Logistics and Cyclist Safety Standard, CLOGS as it is known, is being seen as the dawn of a new cycling revolution. It sets out driver training, vehicle equipment, and fleet management standards for all types of delivery vehicles. MPA members, large and small, are giving it their full weight and taking its lessons well beyond the capital. Here in rural Wiltshire, the locally based Hills Group has invested heavily in both its vehicles and in driver training and has mounted a substantial public awareness programme.
At Hills Quarry Products, we've adopted the MPA Vulnerable Road User Safety Standard. All our new vehicles are purchased to that standard, all our older vehicles are retrofitted to that standard, and we review the policy every year to make sure we have the appropriate safety equipment. As part of the process, we also trained all our drivers and franchisee drivers to MPA Vulnerable Road User Standard. Any new starters that join the company will immediately undertake that training as part of their induction. As part of the driving safety standards, the company operates a near-miss and unsafe act reporting procedure for all employees. It also allows our drivers to report on site-specific issues where there is a significant cause for safety concern.
As a result of the improvements we've implemented, we've maintained our good road safety record, which is critical to us as a company. We've improved and enhanced the safety awareness of our drivers and our people, and we've implemented a near-miss initiative, which has helped to identify near-miss situations and help resolve things before they happen.
Cemex UK has been at the forefront of the campaign from the very beginning and has continued to innovate. Over recent months, this has included bringing in expert opinion to get a better understanding of the driver's perspective as in-cab technology continues to grow in the battle to beat blind spots.
Cemex have been working on cyclist safety for a number of years. Our industry are catching us up. We all seem to be doing similar things but not together, so we really need to work together as an industry, which is why we arranged a roundtable event last year to get key stakeholders to basically work together in a key problem on our roads.
I attended the roundtable on cycle safety which CEMEX organised. I think that sort of thing is a very valuable contribution to the industry because there's no silver bullet to cycle safety and LGVs. It's got to be a cross-party, a cross-industry initiative. And the more communication we can have and the more we can discuss this issue and get understanding on all sides, the better it is. So to have a roundtable like that with cycle lobbyists, with politicians, with operators is a very, very valuable contribution because the transport industry can't do it all by themselves.
So we've been working and researching in this area specifically since about 2010. So we use a piece of software where we can model the vehicles and the people who drive the vehicles and any sort of road users around the vehicles. And we can try to understand the field of view available to the driver in particular. For these larger vehicles, large heavy goods vehicles in particular, there are very explicit blind spots around the vehicle that the driver cannot see, even with the aid of mirrors.
My advice to cyclists is just be aware that there are places, it doesn't matter with all the kit that we've got, that we still can't see you. And the best thing you could do is make eye contact. If you're at a junction, turn around and look at me and make sure that I've seen you. Just don't put yourself down the near side of the vehicle.
One of the potential solutions being advocated is the addition of camera systems. Now, camera systems have a whole range of potential advantages, but at the moment the way the legislation works is that we can't replace a mirror with a camera, and so they have to be an addition. And so if you have 3 windows, 6 mirrors, and now you have a monitor screen to look at, that's an even greater level of workload for the driver. And at the moment, nobody knows whether that is a problem and whether something needs to be done to address it.
Lafarge Tarmac represents the coming together of 2 companies that have both previously committed to the MPA standard. Over recent months, it has driven the delivery of the clock standard. It has also achieved the distinction of being the first operator to be awarded a certificate of whole fleet compliance in the Fleet Operators Recognition Scheme, also run by TfL. FORS is an overarching scheme that encompasses all aspects of safety, fuel efficiency, economical operations, and vehicle emissions. Its aim is to make London's roads safer, cleaner, and less congested.
We're actually FORS Bronze accredited as a business, and we took the decision early on that we could have gone for silver and then gold for our business, but we felt we'd have more effect on the industry more widely if we actually worked with our hauliers to get them up to the bronze standard. So although the drivers and hauliers don't actually work for us, they're not employed by us, we're funding it as a business because we don't want to hold up in the process. The hauliers are pleased that we're paying for it, of course, and we're up to over 500 hauliers that are bronze accredited through our whole fleet accreditation, which is unique to the industry for us. We've championed that outside of London because, again, as I said earlier, we think that it's a standard that's worth recognising nationally, not just in London. And we also want one common standard that we can all work to, because that's the better for the industry. We'll get a better response by doing that.